Hey guys, this is your Nintendo Switch Weekend Review. We'll be covering the 24 games announced for the Switch this week. So let's get started. Our first game announcement this week is Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire, coming to the Switch in holiday of 2018. This is an RPG that features an isometric perspective in which you captain your ship on a dangerous voyage of discovery across the vast unexplored archipelago region of Deadfire. And this is a direct sequel to the original. Joe DeVere's Lone Wolf is coming to the Switch eShop on February 16th. This game offers a mix of non-linear content, deep character customization, and a rewarding combat system, featuring a complete story in 4 arcs with geometric puzzles and hand-drawn illustrations. Rise and Shine is coming to the Switch later this year. This game is a mix of arcade shooting, bullet hell, and puzzle platforming action, featuring various mechanics such as a cover system, RC bullets, and shooting-based puzzle solving. Netmarble Games announced that Seven Knights is coming to the Switch, an RPG filled with heroic adventures and a diverse assortment of both friends and foes, featuring limitless 3D battles, strategic play, and numerous game modes. It was also reported that Nintendo approached Netmarble to get this multi-million active users mobile game up and running on the Switch as soon as possible. Rain Games announced that Mesmer is coming to the Switch later this year. This is the new project for the studio, which takes place in one of the same countries as Teslagrad and World to the West. The game is played as in third-person view, and the player's pilots a chosen revolutionary leader through the city streets. Nipponichi announced that The Liar Princess and The Blind Prince is coming to the Switch on March 31st. This is an action-adventure game where the player controls a wolf monster who gain the ability to transform into a princess, filled with puzzles and dramatic story born with a beautiful picture look like visuals. Attack of the Earthlings is coming to the Switch later this year. This game combines turn-based strategic combat and stealth in a dark comedic single-player campaign where you, the player, take control of a native alien to defend their race from invading humans. Victor Ran Overkill Edition is coming to the Switch in summer of 2018. This is the definitive edition of this isometric action RPG that encourages players to kill as many demons as they can. This game will also get a digital and a physical release. Smoke and Sacrifice is also coming to the Switch. Featuring a handmaiden story of motherhood and survival, this open-world narrative-driven RPG will have players playing as a mother who's on a quest to discover the fate of her son after he was sacrificed. Tiny Build held an event and announced a bunch of games for the Switch, the first one being Cluster Truck, releasing in March. This is a platformer where you play on the top of a truck in a speeding highway. Party Hard, which is coming this summer. This is a stealth strategy game that will feature local co-op as a Switch-specific feature. The Final Station, releasing later this month, which is a post-apocalyptic adventure game about traveling in a dying world in a train that's 5 chapters long. Streets of Rogue, which is coming later this year. This is a roguelite about player's choice, freedom, and archaic fun, originally launched on Steam. And their last announcement was Punch Club, which is coming to the Switch eShop in May. This is a boxing tycoon management game with multiple branching storylines. It is worth noting that they did also confirm Hello Neighbor, but I covered that game's announcement back when it was rated and leaked about a month ago. Fox and Forrest is also coming to the Switch in spring of 2018. Taking inspiration from some pixel art classics, this 2D 16-bit style action platformer features adventure and puzzle elements. Nissa of America confirmed that Labyrinth of Refrain, Coven of Dusk is coming to the Switch later this year. This is a dungeon crawler that previously released in Vita, featuring a massive maze where your story unfolds with fast-paced combat as you build the Undefeatable Army. At Sundown is also coming to the Switch in spring of 2018. This is a stealth-based arena shooter in which 4 players compete in online and local deathmatches. Dragon Sinker is coming to the Switch eShop on February 22nd. Employing 8-bit graphics and a soundtrack that harks back to the golden era of RPGs, it brings a visual and audio feast to gamers starving for nostalgia. Aqua Que Tu DX is coming to the Switch eShop on February 15th. The developers TikiPod confirmed that this will be the definitive edition of this arcade shooter mode featuring 3 game modes with co-op and online leaderboards. Bear With Me is also coming to the Switch in summer of 2018. A noir point-and-click adventure game that follows the story of a 10-year-old girl and her imaginary friends as they investigate her brother's disappearance. Dear My Abyss is coming to the Japanese eShop on February 22nd. This visual novel is the first project that Regista is putting on the hybrid console after their announcements a few months back they will start porting over some of their catalog. Guild Battle Arena is coming to the Switch later this year, featuring couch multiplayer battles and co-op combat with 7 game modes and many modifiers as well as Switch-specific outfits. Bikerider DX released on the Japanese eShop on February 8th, featuring full online functionality with 295 courses to beat, 40 costumes to unlock, and even Kamen Rider collaboration DLC. And the last game announcement we'll be covering this week is Wonder Jar Try Again or Walk Away, which we're releasing on the Switch later this year. This is a compact RPG and a real-time strategy combat with an intriguing story. And that's all the games we'll be covering this week. Quite a lot of really interesting indies and some that are really good surprises if you ask me. So with all that said, as per always, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate the support. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. But don't forget to come back next week for the Nintendo Switch Weekend Review. See ya.